Hello, my name's Big Bob, and I'm here to show you the world of Kokoro. Now you're probably wondering, Bob, what the fuck is Kokoro or Kuroko, whatever it is? Well, let me tell you, buddy. Kokoro is a Hajime no Ippo CCRP that's fully custom made and, in my opinion, is pretty damn fun. The combat's really good, and the lore, amazing so far. We're in episode 6 as I'm recording this right now. But you didn't click on this video to hear me yap about how cool this game is. You wanted to see the life of Bobby Ferris. So first thing they have us do is switch into our school uniforms. They're like a little blue uniform that looks kind of like dog shit, but you know, it's fine. After getting brutally violated by the coach, I would then run into the school and head to my first class. Meet Coach Nashikawa, our main trainer and main boxing coach. He's the guy who's going to be basically teaching us all the time. Coach Nashikawa is a registered sex offender, but he is a pretty chill guy once you get to know him. Just don't go anywhere alone with him, or else you're going to have a pretty bad time. But he's a pretty chill guy, and I hope we get to learn a lot from him. And basically, we just start class, with the basic introductions, like, how was your day? How'd y'all sleep? Did you finish the homework? Me, obviously, I didn't do the homework because I wasn't here. And just the basic introductions, just a whole lot of bullshit. And I'd see this fat fuck behind me eating, like, 8 different cheeseburgers, and I'd just look in astonishment. Oh, yeah, also, they had us write down our preferred fighting style on a piece of paper and give it to them. But I kind of, didn't know any fighting styles at the time, so I just wrote a picture of a really strong boxer on there, and I just turned it in, and they might think I'm slightly mentally ill. And so a fight would break out with the fat fuck and the other guy, some random other guy, and the teacher would lead him out, and I'd be like, alright, teacher probably needs some help out there, and so I grabbed a ruler that I keep for self-protection, and I gave it to the teacher to beat the fuck out of him with it, but apparently he didn't like that too much, so I don't know why, though. And so we would have a boxing break. I just punched boxing bags the entire time. Boring. But some guys stole my seat and was like, oh, there's no assigned seat. So I assigned myself there, bitch. And I'm like, and this hero comes up and is like, yo, it doesn't matter. Go another seat. I'm like, who the fuck are you? And I'd spit in his face and walk off to the back of the class. And after this, I'd get sent to the I get sent outside. I get kicked out of class. Coach is pretty pissed. Luckily, I didn't go anywhere alone with the coach because I didn't want him to touch me like he did the other kids. And I'd finally get sent in detention with this other kid named Bjorn Ironside. I know, this kid thinks he's him. He's a fat fuck. This fatty, I want you to remember him because we're gonna have there's some shit that's gonna go on with him later. After this, I would just absolutely bust a move in the detention for a long ass time. I was hitting that shit hard. And skip a few things here and there, and this black guy asked me to help him jump a purple haired dude. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I bet, let's go.
Get him up, let him get up. Fight back, Fight back!
After this, I run back in the detention, just cross my arms like, hey, that wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. And so after that whole shit show, I'd fall asleep in the detention office when they called us, and then they basically just gave me another red X. It was worth it. Fuck that purple hair dude. I don't know what he did, but he probably deserved it. Probably. Hopefully. Maybe. And so after that, the gym was open for a little bit, so I decided, let's have my first ever fight against a guy named Kento something. And this is when Bobby Ferris realized he's got a pretty good affinity for fighting. If the tables are even, he can fuck someone up pretty bad. Anyways, I want to clarify, this was my first ever time fighting in this game, so I had no idea how the mechanics worked. So that's why this one's a little bit shitty, but later on in the video, you'll see I get pretty nasty. Pretty nasty indeed.
say the alphabet backwards and forwards in just 2 seconds. You ready? ABCD. You don't believe me? Watch in slow motion. Nigga, you dumb as hell.
After beating Kento in that close fight, I realized I learned the combat a little bit more in this game, and I'd also realized I'm kind of an infighter. I like putting the pressure on you, and I like fucking you up. I like taking you out early, and so that's what I focused on in the next fight. This next fight would be me against Rayleigh Kuma, or something like that. And currently I'm 1-0, and we'll see after this fight what my rank will be, or my record. Sorry in advance for the music choice. I have way better songs, but I'm trying to not get copyright strikes. So, yeah, good luck, guys. Good luck. And so after dominating most of the fight, I would hit a little jiggy on him and then knock him the fuck out. I felt pretty bad about this one, but you know, I had to stand out somehow. Also, I forgot to say, I have a brother now, or like an adopted brother kind of, because me and this guy are the same type of women. And now we're best friends. This guy hits like a damn cannon. He does like 5 to 6 damage in M1, while I do like 2. This guy is a fucking monster. And he's also going to teach me, so you know, Siyashi Aizawa is kind of a W-man. It's kind of a W-mans. And so this guy, Bjorn Ironside, remember I told you guys to remember him, walks up and started pressing me. He's like saying, "Oh, you called me fat earlier? Fuck you. Meet me outside front gates." And I'm not no common street thug. I'm not falling for this guy's little shitty rage bait, alright? And so I'm like, alright, yeah, sure, I'll meet you there if you don't die of heat stroke along the way walking there, you fat fuck. And so he's like, yeah, I'll be waiting for you there. I'll be waiting for you. And so I would just be like, alright, I guess I'm fighting this dude now. So for some reason, I never saw him at the gate, and so I just went with my brother Siyashi. Not real brother, but like my homeboy Siyashi, and he would train me for a little bit, and I would just try to learn his, like, Iron Fist technique, or Iron Blast, whatever the fuck he has. And after this, there would be this guy that sells, like, cassette tapes, and I think I asked for, like, a Slugger tape? Yeah, I asked for a Slugger tape. And then, also, I had another one, but I don't know where it went. And so I watched that tape, and then basically that was the end of the PD, and that's the end of the first episode, boys. And so the next day would start, and I'd see Bjorn again after he ducked our fade, and I'd stare at the chair like that's breaking under Bjorn's fat ass. And then he would say some like tough thing like, "Yeah, you better be careful. I'm gonna catch you outside." And I'm like, teacher, he wants to assault me, he wants to kick, he wants to kill me. And I get him fucking kicked out of class. And he gets a red X. And basically all he did today was explain jabs, and I think he explained hooks a little bit, but that was basically it. And then we would move into the gym again. Now this is Ray Martinez. He is the lowest of the low kind of bitch. You know, look, he copes whenever he loses. I beat the fuck out of him. And the entire time he's like, "Oh, well, I was lagging. Oh, well, it was ping. Oh, well, this or that." Basically, he's a bitch. Watch me beat the fuck out of him real quick.
Yeah! Yeah!
And I want you to look at my HP, like, near the end of this fight, bro. I'm full HP, bro. Beat the absolute fuck out of him. And the entire time he was like, "Oh, ping, I'm never playing this game again. Wow, wow, wow." After defeating, Rai in that fight, I'd go against this guy named Morisuke Sakamura, something like that. And here we go, boys. Here we go. Another one. Another one! After beating this guy, and I'm sorry in advance, bro, I had to put you in the video, bro. Like, I'm about to lose all my aura in a second, so I just need this little boost to keep me in the positives, alright? So anyways, our teacher tells us about, like, hooks and some random bullshit like that. You can see Bjorn fuming in the corner. He's a little angry. He's a little angry little guy, so I'm like, oh shit, he might want to fight me. I don't know, though. I don't know. And anyways, school would dismiss, and I would run outside like a happy, giddy little boy. Happy little boy. And remember Bjorn, who was angry? Well, he tried to lead me away to go fight him in the street, and I'm like, bro, I'm not no common plebeian. I'm not going to fight you. He started pressing me and my Suyashi brother. And I was like, bro, you don't want the smoke. I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck you up. And so Bjorn comes over to me while I'm aura farming on a railing. You know, I'm trying to use the sun kiss technique, and he comes over and pushes me off the railing, and that's it. That's it. It's over for him. It's over for him. So I decide, you know, I'm gonna take his soul. I'm gonna take his life. He's going to die today. Anyways, you guys, you know the fucking drill. It's time to turn on the shitty copyright-free music and to put belt to ass on this fat fuck. Easy win against Bjorn. Fuck you, Bjorn! You know, so I went to the cassette guy again, and I bought a blue tape from him. And then I decided to run to the hospital because I heard a little commotion down there. And what do you know, at the hospital, I find Bjorn assaulting a lady, like a doctor, for like a Snickers bar or something. I don't know why he was attacking her. But he was like beating on this woman for her to give him money and shit. And I'm like, yo, bro, you can't be doing that. And then he gets dragged outside and arrested. And that would be the end of episode 2. Get ready, boys, because this is the part where I start getting railed. I'd like to clarify, I was sick at the time. I was sick. I had like the flu or something. And I had a big ass lump in my neck. It was fucking weird. Alright, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Anyways, we start the PD, and off rip, the lore team's watching my stream, so no sneaky business this time. No sneaky business this time. Meet Valentine Kruger Hakamada. This guy is my first member of the Body Improvement Club. I made a club. Yeah, I know, I'm such a good guy. And we're going to work on getting this fat fuck in shape. Now that's our plan. And I got a couple more members now, but this is our first member. And here's the beginning of the end, or the beginning of the low. The beginning of the low. I was supposed to go against my homeboy Valentine, but it put me against the room against Inugami for some reason. I'm like, all right, fuck it, we'll go against this guy. Alright, so as you can see, he does 4 damage, I do 3. And look at his HP! Look at mine! I'm so close. If we did the same damage, I would have won. But, you know, I don't want to make excuses, and I did lose this match, so... Or I did lose this round. So, let's see the other 2 rounds. And after this devastating defeat, my unbeaten record finally is tainted with a loss. I decide, in anger, I go against another guy who does more damage than me. And, you know, and let's see what happens. It would end up being an extremely close round. This guy used his little bit of extra damage as a crutch, and he won by a hair on his asshole. This guy won. I was so close. Got saved by his extra damage, and I went down. And sadly, after this, I had to go watch Young Washington, the movie, and so I left. So we weren't able to see the rest of the game. But basically, it's like a loss by forfeit. But I did lose again. 2 losses in a row. After his crushing 2 defeats, Bobby would get to training. The tournament is 1 day away, and if he wants to make a name for himself, this is how you do it. So Bobby would train like a madman for, well, the 1 day he had until the tournament. And the tournament finally came, and Bob is stretching. He's ready to go. He's ready to rock and roll. And he finally steps foot on the large boxing ring in the arena and gets ready to go. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, Bob got his shit rocked. He got fucked up so bad. 3-0'd. He got 3-0'd, bro. It was bad. Bob's aura is in the dumps. And Bob might hang himself under the bleachers. I gotta go make sure that guy's okay real quick. After this, Bob would go back to the boxing club, his aura in the depths, and he decided to just go fight another normie and beat the shit out of him, and he won that. After this, a trainer would come, and God had given Bob a second chance at redemption. And so I introduced myself with like manners and everything, and I just like, hey, my name is Bobby Ferris. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Here's my contact info. If you're ever looking for somebody, an infighter, call me. And then there was this guy named Nomad who ruined the PD for everyone because he just kept like bitching and being like, oh, look at me, I won the tournament. Look at me, look at me. And the scout did not fuck with him at all, bro. I then 1v1 this guy, Gilgamesh, I think was his name, and I beat the shit out of him and win. And then afterwards, I went and had a private lunch with the scout. He really liked my mentality and everything, and he really liked me. And I'm a decent fighter too, and so he was thinking about like a sponsorship and everything. And I was like, yeah, thank you, sir, thank you. And after this, he would drive me home, and that would be the last we would see of the scout, at least in person. I would say my goodbyes to the scout, and then I would get sent an invitation to something. I would get an invitation to a thing called Private Opens. And now this would start the beginning of Bobby Ferris's story. This bloody fucking legend. And that is Kokoro, bro. Kokoro is a solid 8 out of 10 CC game. It's got some nooks and crannies of the combat, but besides that, bro, it's got a very good lore. It's very unique. A Hajime no Ippo CC game. I've never seen that before, bro. The game's really good. The game's solid as fuck. It's a solid ass CC game. I recommend it to all of you. It'll be in the comments and the description, a link to the Discord. And yeah, overall it's a really fun experience, and hopefully you can see an episode 2. Hopefully. If the game stays up that long. There's my Twitch. You should go follow that. I will be streaming all the Kokoro gameplay there. And I hope you all have an amazing day. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!